In Avengers Endgame, time travel plays a key role in the movie's plot and how our heroes will defeat Thanos. The setup for it is rather simple. The Avengers need to travel back in time to retrieve the Infinity Stones before Thanos gets them and use them to bring back their dusted friends, as well as the trillions that he snapped out of existence. Now, the movie uses a method of time travel that isn't used in any other of the countless time travel movies like Back to the Future, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, or Terminator. The Avengers time travel via the quantum realm, which is introduced to them by Scott Lang, who after exiting the realm, learns while he was only gone for 5 hours, he returned to a world that was 5 years in the future from when he left. Lots of people don't seem to grasp the idea that quantum time traveling doesn't work the same as conventional time traveling. This is actually something the characters in the movie and the movie itself reiterate at least 3 times throughout. This video aims to explain how this works in layman's terms. As Bruce Banner explains in the film, quantum time traveling does not affect your timeline. Therefore, they cannot just go back in time and take the stones before Thanos or even kill baby Thanos. Going back in time makes the place you are going to your future, and the place you came from will become your past. As in, you came from there already, it already happened, it was in the past. This is also the reason why they cannot just kill baby Thanos. It would not affect their current timeline. It would cause a new timeline, one where Thanos was never allowed to get the stones and was never actually allowed to live. To chart it properly, I have made this graph. This black line in the middle represents the MCU Prime universe, as seen in Iron Man 1 all the way to Endgame. In 2018, Thanos succeeded in killing half the universe with his snap, but 3 weeks later he was killed by Thor, thus killing the Prime universe Thanos for good. 5 years later in 2023, the Avengers learn about the quantum time travel theory and plan on going back in time to key points to gather the stones. So splitting into teams, they head to 2012, 2013, and 2014. In 2012, the Ancient One tells Bruce Banner that if any one of the Infinity Stones are taken from any timeline, that timeline would branch off into chaos as a prime force of the universe has been removed. Bruce reassures her that they will return each stone to the exact moment it is taken in order to clip the branched timelines and close it off, keeping it safe from chaos. At the same time, thanks to the 2012 Hulk, Loki is able to take that timeline's Tesseract and disappear away to another part of the universe, altering the events of the 2012 timeline, as certain things such as Asgard getting their hands on the stone would not happen. As this stone isn't actually leaving that timeline and is staying within that timeline, this will not affect the universe as the Ancient One said it would. It would only cause certain events to not happen, thus just making it a simple alternate timeline. In 2013, Rocket Raccoon and Thor retrieved the Reality Stone from Jane Foster on Asgard, as well as the 2013 Thor's Mjolnir to use in battle. In 2014, Natasha Romanoff and Clint Barton retrieved the Soul Stone, ending in Natasha Romanoff's death. At the same time, Thanos of this time, which I will dub as War Thanos, learns of the Avengers' plans, and upon learning about the future Nebula in the same timeline, dubbed Nebula 1, he captures her and replaces her with the evil 2014 Nebula, dubbed Nebula 2. This Nebula goes to 2023 with James Rhodes by using the quantum realm and uses the Avengers time travel device and Pym particles to bring War Thanos, his army, and 2014 Gamora to 2023. After failing to retrieve the Tesseract in 2012, Tony Stark and Steve Rogers head from 2012 to 1970, where they retrieve the Tesseract from an army bunker. They also retrieve some Pym particles. In 2023, the Avengers use the stones to bring back everyone in the universe. After the Battle of the Universe, Thanos and his army are killed by Tony Stark using the gathered Infinity Stones. Here it is unclear whether this includes the 2014 Gamora, since before the fight she turned on Thanos and joined Nebula 1 and the Avengers. After the battle, Steve Rogers takes the stones and Mjolnir back to their respective times, but as Bruce Banner states in the film, Steve blows past his intended timestamp to some time before 1970, where the Tesseract was taken from. The date isn't stated, but I'm going to assume it was either 1945 or maybe sometime before, just before he actually goes in the ice. This final part can be seen as speculation, as the movie leaves it ambiguous about how Steve actually does this and when he does this. So Steve goes back and reunites with Peggy Carter sometime around 1945, 1950, where the two pick up their romance and eventually marry. As time moves on, Steve replaces all of the stones and the hammer to their respective times, clipping the branches the Ancient One warned Bruce Banner about, effectively stopping the chaos-filled timelines. He then, at an unknown time, returns to 2023, just after his younger self heads off, reuniting with Sam Wilson and giving him the Captain America shield. This is as comprehensive as I can get in explaining the timeline seen in Avengers Endgame, and while most of all this information is explained in the movie, people just didn't seem to understand it or weren't paying attention to it, so hopefully seeing it charted like this helps them in some way.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the Book Depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.